The NAACP has done so much for me. It's almost indescribable to say. Without this organization, I wouldn't have the skills to be able to go out and lobby for my community, to be a strong voice within the community.
The NAACP means to me it's a safe space for Black students on campus. There's roughly 700 of us on campus, and oftentimes you might find yourself being the only Black person in class, the Black spokesperson of your classroom, and that can be overwhelming.
I think the NAACP represents what the fabric of what, social justice, environmental justice, etc., everything that falls under that umbrella. Like, all of this work is tremendous. I think it's an incredible honor, to be able to have the ability to contribute to something like this, even on a more micro community oriented scale through our Fresno State chapter.
Fresno State NAACP has benefited me in more ways than I could even imagine, but it's truly taught me so many life lessons that I don't think that I would learn without this experience.
So the NAACP is definitely a place if you want to get down to the action. It gives you the skills, it gives you the education, and it pushes you in so many different ways to learn different skills, learn different tactics, really understand the actual educational piece of organizing. Organizing is just something to say like, hey, let's go do this, but there is actual concept and a theory of change when it comes to organizing, and the NAACP has definitely taught me that.
A way that the Fresno State chapter has benefited me is being a mentee to people like DeAngelique Jackson, and just being a part of something and seeing someone who's so passionate about the work that she does. It kind of rubbed off on me. I'm a different being in its own, but seeing somebody execute the things that I want to execute really helped me in becoming the leader that I would want to be.
Whenever I sit down with anybody, they don't really care about, the fact like, oh, she graduated from law school. Oh, she was like a great, student or whatever in college, all that stuff. They don't care about that. The first thing everybody asks me about is my experience with the NAACP. And that's because they know that the NAACP is known for getting things done. It makes you such a tough, vigilant leader. And a lot of the things that have happened to me in life after the fact have been solely due to networking and connections that I've had with the NAACP.
Everyone should join 100%. If you are passionate about racial equity, environmental justice, healthcare, addressing healthcare inequalities, whatever it may be, like anything, join. Absolutely. You don't necessarily have to become, an executive member, but just supporting us through membership so we can continue to, bolster our roster, just have more potential volunteers, just have a pool of like-minded advocates to, go out into the community, go out into our campus and, push and spread our values and recruit people. It would be tremendous. So absolutely, you'll get a lot of personal fulfillment out of it. You'll meet some great, excellent, awesome people. I just 100% implore, all Fresno State students to join.
In the NAACP, there is a role for leadership development. And how that happens is through the work of the NAACP. What are your campaign interests? What is something that what is work that your unit is doing that you are leading? We want to see new leaders. We want to gravitate towards new leaders because we understand that it takes a team to do this, but also understanding that everybody has their own strength. And if we can uplift your strength in any type of way, the NAACP Youth and College Division is doing that in a number of different ways.
The work that we do is tedious and long, but it's for those moments of change that we get that makes it all worth it. Of saying, we did it at the end of the meeting, at the end of the conference, of getting the bill passed, which makes everything that we did worth it. You build social skills. You learn how to talk with people. You learn how to do your own research. You learn how to be that person that people can count on.
I want Fresno State NAACP to continue to be a light and a voice for this community. Over this last year, we've had so many people just come to us and ask for assistance and for help, just to be a voice of some sort. And that's everything that I could have ever hoped for this unit to become and to be. With this next set of leaders that are going to come in and take this torch, the only thing that I could ever hope or expect of them is to continue to be that light for the community.